Okay, so next question is a little bit interesting. The question is, find capacitance of an isolated conducting sphere of radius r.
So when I introduced to you the capacitance, how I explained it to you, I will remind you, is if there is a body and we give it a conducting metal body, we give it a charge q, then its surface will acquire a potential V, and q is proportional to V. So q is equal to CV. We will use the very same logic to find the capacitance.
Okay, see, this is some basic equation that we from the definition of capacitance that we discuss in theory.
Exactly. So let us take an isolated conducting sphere of radius r. If there is a charge q given to it, all the charge will reside on the surface.
Okay.
So the potential of the surface would be V is equal to kq by r.
Okay.
So simply we get that this part is equal to 1 by c. So c is equal to r by k.
Okay.
This is a very simple question, but you can also interpret this in another way, as if there is another this capacitor. Imagine that this is one sphere,
Okay.
and there is say one shell, but that shell is at infinity.
Shell is at infinity.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now find the capacitance of this system.
Okay.
So you need to find the potential difference.
Yes.
So what you will do, you need to find the capacitance. So for that you need to find the potential difference. So give it a charge q, and using Gaussian surface, this surface will acquire a charge minus q.
Yes.
So the potential due to this surface would be minus kq by radius, that is infinity, that is equal to 0.
Okay.
So this surface is at 0 potential, and this surface is at kq by r. So again we'll get the same answer, c is equal to r by k. This is another way of interpreting this.
Okay, so we simply can we are just giving one body and we have to find its capacitance. So we can assume that at infinity there is another concentric, very large concentric conducting sphere, and then we did the calculations.
Exactly, shell actually.
Okay. Yes. ठीक है, जो अब हम प्रॉब्लम करेंगे वो पैरेलल प्लेट कैपेसिटर पर है, जो आईआईटी में एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है. मोस्ट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स कैपेसिटेंस में आईआईटी में पैरेलल प्लेट कैपेसिटर से ही पूछी जाती है. तो प्रॉब्लम है, टू डाइलेक्ट्रिक मीडिया ऑक्यूपाई द स्पेस बिटवीन अ पैरेलल प्लेट कैपेसिटर एज शोन. फाइंड द कैपेसिटेंस.
तो वंस अगेन यहाँ पे हमें डिसाइड करना होगा कि हम एलिमेंट कैसा लेंगे. तो इधर हम ऐसे ले सकते हैं और ऐसे ले सकते हैं. अगर हम ऐसे लें तो इसके कैपेसिटेंस को और इसके कैपेसिटेंस को सीरीज में ऐड करना होगा.
यस.
और अगर ऐसे लें तो इन्हें पहले पैरेलल में ऐड करना होगा.
ओके. एंड देन सबको सीरीज में लेना है.
हाँ, मैं आपको सीरीज में ऐड करके बताऊंगा, यानी कि ये वाला मेथड बताऊंगा.
ओके.
जो कि आसान है, आप खुद ट्राई करके दे सकते हैं पैरेलल वाला मेथड. आपको समझ में आएगा कि आपको बेटर आइडिया मिलेगा कि कैसा सेलेक्ट करना चाहिए.
ओके.
तो वो आपके लिए होमवर्क समझ लीजिए.
यस.
तो मैं सीरीज आपको बताता हूँ कैसे सॉल्व करना है.
ओके.
मान लीजिए ये एंगल है थीटा, ये x डिस्टेंस मान लीजिए, और ये dx. ये dx विड्थ का हमारा एलिमेंट है.
ओके.
तो फिर से ड्रॉ कर देता हूँ.
यस.
तो ये L है और ये D है.
यस.
तो कैपेसिटेंस का फॉर्मूला होता है C इज इक्वल टू एप्सिलॉन नॉट A बाई D. तो हम इस इधर डायरेक्ट्रिक K1 है, इधर डायरेक्ट्रिक K2 है. तो स्मॉल कैपेसिटेंस DC1 of this will be equal to K1 epsilon naught into area. Area is equal to A into dx by L. by ये समझ ली, ये रेशियो के हिसाब से हमने किया है.
ओके.
by distance is dx by dx, sorry, distance is dx.
Yes, this distance is dx.
हाँ, सॉरी ये dx नहीं होगा. ये हाँ, ये होगा, ये डिस्टेंस होगी. दैट विल बी इक्वल टू d इंटू
तो पहले सीरीज और बाद में पहले कर रहे हैं.
x बाई l. क्या आप ये समझ गए?
पहले सीरीज और फिर पहले करने की सोच रहे हैं ना इस बार. लास्ट से हमने पहले किया था, फिर सीरीज किया था.
तो ये हो गया dc1.
ओके.
तो सिमिलरली
dc2
निकालेंगे तो हमें क्या आएगा? K2 epsilon naught into 2. area would be same, A dx by L.
Yes.
And the width of the parallel plates would be different. The distance between this thing would be d into L minus x upon L.
Yes, because the remaining length is L minus x.
हाँ. So now we need to take these two in series combination to get the effective.
Okay.
हाँ. So we get 1 by dc is equal to 1 by dc1 plus 1 by dc2.
Okay.
So now we will get 1 by dc is equal to d into x, again k2 minus k1 plus k1 L divided by dx into epsilon naught A k1 k2.
Okay.
So simply dc, integration of dc we can calculate, and it will come out to be k1 k2 epsilon naught A by k1 minus k2 d into ln of k1 by k2.
Yes.
This is our answer, effective capacitance.
Okay, so what we will do is that we will just integrate this, and after integrating we will obtain this value. So you have to be careful in this kind of question is that the only thing that is important is this first step. The first step, that is the writing the first element. For example, if you are able to write the capacitance for that dx strip, then you can find the total capacitance. So you have to be careful at step by step, but always be careful in considering the element. Okay, so this is a question in which we have to find the equivalent capacitance. Okay, in this arrangement, let us assume that the capacitance of each capacitor is equal to C. Okay, the question is find the capacitance between A and B for the arrangement of capacitors as shown. Okay, so this is the arrangement that is shown to us. It is an infinite ladder. Okay, so we have to find the equivalent capacitance between A and B.
So how to approach this problem? Think of it as, since it is an infinite ladder, if we reduce, say, one part of it, say if we remove this part and we only find the equivalent capacitance between this point and this point. Say consider it PQ.
Okay.
Then that would still be the same as the equivalent capacitance between A and B.
Yes, because yes.
Infinite ladder, so it would be the same.
Yeah, you mean that the equivalent capacitance between A and B should be equal to the equivalent capacitance between P and Q.
Exactly. So using this, I can write CAB as in this. I can draw a diagram like this. This is C. This is C.
Okay.
And I can write this as CAB.
Okay.
Now, using series parallel combinations, I can write CAB is equal to C plus C into CAB by C plus CAB. How did we come to this conclusion? Simple. Take series combination of these two, we'll get this capacitance. Then take parallel combination of these two.
Okay.
That simply add up. This is the CAB. Now we have to solve this equation.
Yes.
So solving this equation, basically we'll get a quadratic equation.
Yes.
So if we solve it, we'll get CAB can either be equal to C plus minus root over 5 C by 2.
Yes.
So can it be minus?
No, because then its capacitance will be negative. 1 minus root 5 is less than 0. So
Exactly. Capacitance is never negative. Capacitance is always positive. So the answer is CAB is equal to C plus root 5 C by 2.
okay. So the brief overview of this problem was that we just reduced the system by realizing that the equivalent capacitance between A and B is nothing but equal to the equivalent capacitance between points P and Q.